Warning, this podcast contains child abuse. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Gotham, Season 2, Episode 4, Strike Force. Which, now that I think of it, has a double meaning. God damn you, Alfred. I am your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Nikki.
Hi.
And my co-host, John.
The Alfred slap.
The Alfred slap heard around the world. What the fuck was up with that?
Man, just
It was for Reggie.
It was for Reggie.
It's for Reggie.
We're just gonna get right into the meat of things here. But no, like, I don't understand Alfred's logic at all. Like, I wanted to slap Alfred. Like, number one, it's a 13-year-old girl, right? Yeah, she's tough and she's living on the streets and she's gonna be Catwoman. But still, she's a 13-year-old girl. Then the fact that he's just like, oh, that's for my friend Reggie. Did you just forget that Reggie just fucking shot you and put you in the hospital and tried to kill you, and now you're gonna slap a 13-year-old girl for that?
Yeah, he did. He did that.
Just when I thought the show couldn't get any more ridiculous, this happens.
And she was so destroyed for what he said to her. I was like, oh God, you poor kid.
She was. The actress, she did a really good job with that, because it literally looked like, number one, she was stunned. Number two, she was fighting back tears.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I don't know, that whole scene, it like stole the whole show for me, because I was just like, I don't know where to turn anymore. Like, at this point, like, Alfred's beating children. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking the Penguin turns out to be the Joker. You know, like, Jim Gordon turns out to be the Joker. Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't, like, everything is upside down now.
Well, Alfred likes to torture the kids too, because he's gonna make Bruce run home.
That I can understand.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I mean, seriously, for a kid who has never trained a day in his life, that's a big step.
Sink or swim, kid. I mean, the worst thing is about this whole Selena situation is that now she's going to see Bruce and Silver together at school, and she's like, well, I have been replaced.
Yeah. Silver St. Cloud.
I don't trust her.
You shouldn't.
I mean, she's a main love interest of Bruce later on in the comics. So, she's definitely going to stay in Bruce's life for a while, and I'm curious how the Gotham spin is going to work on her, because it almost seems as if she's almost like a hired gun, so to speak, for Theo. It's like, I don't know for sure if this is really Theo's brother's daughter or whatever. You know, I think this is like some orphan that he picked up and manipulated just to get into Bruce's pants.
I don't know.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I don't know if pants is the goal, but
that's how I'm feeling.
Money.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's like a billionaire. He's a billionaire. She's only a billionaire because Theo's a billionaire. I
mean, Theo knows you own the Wayne's Corporation. You own the city.
Yeah.
So,
and he wants the city.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got that Penguin running around doing his little deeds, taking out all the candidates for mayor.
I didn't feel a little bit bad for his mom.
No.
She's so creepy.
I mean, that whole meeting, and then it was like the realization when Barbara walked in. He's like, "Oh, you're responsible for the heist and the mania." And
he seemed impressed at first.
Yeah, he did. He's just like, in Jerome and the Maniac. He couldn't even finish Maniacs. He's just like, in the Maniac. He just got like cut off. He's just like, wow.
Cool.
But it was still, it's just like, Penguin doesn't want to be anyone's bitch.
No.
He's used to being in charge now. He's used to being in power. He's not going to do tasks for other people until Mommy Dearest is caught on webcam.
Yeah.
it's so weird because I don't know what he was thinking, like that she would always be okay, like that people would respect the fact that he has a mother, and I feel like this was like a matter of time before something happened like this to her. Not,
Yeah.
not for nothing.
I mean, he's been flashing her around the club.
Yeah, like this is my mommy. Check her out. This isn't my mommy. It's a ghost, but that's beside the point. Ghosts can't be mommies.
They can only be dads.
I can prove that wrong if I just play a little bit more of The Sims 4.
Oh.
Ghosts can definitely be dads. Ask Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You've never seen Ghost Dad? That's such a good movie.
No, I have.
Just watch out for the hot Cosby.
Oh. But yeah, and it's just like, where is his mother? Like, Butch is off on like this side quest to try to find her, and she's nowhere to be found. So Theo's really good at playing hide and seek.
Maybe Theo is just like, hey, let's send you off to like Cuba or something. Have a good time. Just let's scare the shit out of your son.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't agree to that.
No.
I don't know. She loves, if she can get to a resort and get all them nice fruity drinks, I don't know. Like,
she just wants to like coddle her son. That's all she wants. She doesn't want to go and drink fruity drinks at a bar.
No, that's really not her style. She likes to give him baths and, sing poorly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but then I went with coddle instead because that sounded less creepy.
Let me rub down your thighs, 30-year-old son.
Oh God, the picture. Oh God. Mental image.
Thank you for that, John.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't
You're
unsee it
welcome.
now.
Yep. Have fun with that. Smooth, pale-ass penguin legs.
I'm actually imagining actual penguin legs because
it's much easier.
It is.
Yeah. So rather than think about the date between Penguin and his mom, what about the date between Riddler and Miss Kringle?
That was kind of smooth of him when he slipped up. And she was just like, "Oh, I feel sorry for you."
Who are you talking about? I'm the only other one here. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing good up to that part where he had to like backtrack and be like, "Yeah, I didn't mean dead. No, I didn't mean that."
No.
I mean, I really liked his style of just, he's sitting there like debating how he's gonna ask her, and then he's just like, "I'm not gonna ask her. I'm gonna tell her. We're going to dinner," and that's that. I liked it.
Wouldn't work with me.
I was gonna say,
well, no, it wouldn't work with any sane person, I don't think, because Miss Kringle is...
You'd be surprised.
Very easily... I don't know what the word... Like, she's enamored by...
Power.
By power, yeah.
Authority, yeah.
Yeah, so when you're, like, tough with her, she's like, take me!
Well, when you run into... I'm not saying all women are like this by any means, but, like, I've run across this multiple times where you have a girl that's in, like, a situation or just came out of a relationship where, like, nothing ever got decided by either party. It was like, "Oh, where do you want to eat? I don't know, where do you want to eat? I'll have anything. Do you want Chinese? No. Do you want pizza? No." It turns into one of those. And then if the girl, like, leaves the guy and then somebody else comes along and is like, "Hey, we're going to go to dinner tonight. We're going to go grab Italian. You're coming." She's going to be like, "Oh, okay."
Cool.
Are you paying?
You see it a lot more often than you would think. So I think but she's just the kind of person that doesn't want to make the decision. So when somebody comes along like that, yeah. So she's a bit different in that regard, but
she's still a little crazy.
Yeah. But that, I think, is why they're going to work so well together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think she's going to last long. she's gonna do something, and then the bad Riddler, well, the darker part of Riddler is probably gonna take over and kill her some way.
But they did mouth stuff.
That only lasts so long.
It's probably Riddler's first kiss ever.
Yeah. His mother didn't even.
No.
That's rough.
I don't know. I had this weird vision of like them teaming up and being like the Riddler couple, and like, you know, her getting just as crazy as he is getting. You know, like I kind of want that to happen.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
My favorite scene there was when she's like, "Yeah, and you remember when I blamed you for so and so's death or so and so's leaving, like writing that note?" And he's just like, "Yeah, I'm glad he's dead." And I'm just like, "Whoa."
Yeah, that's the whole like.
Sir.
That's the whole like. She's like, he's gone. He just left. He's not dead. And he's like, yeah, I didn't mean dead. I meant like dead to you, dead.
Yeah, it's an expression.
Yeah.
I was like, smooth.
Just gonna go around saying, "I'm glad it's dead." It's an expression.
Yeah.
Why are you calling the police? Stop.
Well, did you see how the police reacted when Nigma told her that they were going to dinner? Like, they're just all, like, sitting around, like, they're all, like, flirting with her, obviously. And then when he's just like, "Yeah, we're going to dinner," and she's like, "Okay." And they're all just like,
wait, what?
Did Nigma really just steal her from us?
Why did we think of that?
So, you know, I'm sure part of it is because he saved her life, you know, and she's just...
Like, yeah, he did kind of have that conversation with himself, and he's like, she does owe you.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't at all, but I mean, the darker side of the Riddler.
Yeah. You put enough coins into the girl machine, now she has to like you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But in the meantime, a lot of stuff's been going down at the GCPD.
Yeah. I love that.
New chief, Nathaniel Barnes. Captain Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys think of him?
Oh, I loved him to death.
See, now, Nikki, I don't know if you realize this, but that's Michael Chiklis from American Horror Story Freak Show.
I know exactly who he is.
He played the strongman in Freak Show last season, and
I know.
I couldn't stop but like going, when is he just gonna lift a desk, like dead arm a desk and throw it at somebody? You know?
Threw a chair.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
What it's worth. And he was in The Shield, right? That cop show.
I don't know.
One of those cop shows.
He's been in a lot of cop shows.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's a very, very familiar actor. I knew him before Horror Story. I couldn't place him, but now I can't unsee him from Horror Story.
He was in Modern Family, I think. The one with the superhero family that was trying to pass it off. He was the dad.
And he was the Thing in the first two Fantastic Four movies.
Yes, he was. Yep. But it's just like everything seems too good to be true. Like, he comes in and this is everything that Gordon wants.
I mean, Harvey did say, he's like, we've had people like this come through the GCPD before and it never lasts. He's like, Gotham has its twists and turns and dead ends. It's not a straight line, and I don't see it ever being fixed. Even when Gordon down the line takes over, I mean, that's why Batman comes into play.
I mean, I saw a preview for next week at the end of the episode when like a rocket launcher goes off, and Captain Barnes is just like, a rocket launcher, and Harvey's just like or Bullock, whatever you Harvey Bullock, he's just like welcome to Gotham. It's just like
yeah, it's really funny because I was like just picturing Jim just getting down on one knee, just like, all right, sir, please.
I was waiting for him to crawl into, under the desk in the office,
You're everything I want.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's where it was going. No?
Yeah,
I thought it was. The look on Nikki's face, I don't think she thought it was going there.
Jim was pretty enamored.
Yeah, I thought he was going to leave Tompkins for him.
I wouldn't be. You know what? Okay, that'd be okay. That'd be fine.
You don't like Leslie now?
Ever since I can't remember the episode was last season, obviously, and I think it was the episode of the carnival when we first meet Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
She just seemed real shifty to me, and
Yeah.
from that point on, she just seems to be adding to it.
I love when Barnes calls up her house and is like, "Yeah, can I speak to Jim?" And then Jim's just like, how did you? And then Barnes just cuts him off. He's like, everybody knows that you're boning the medical examiner.
Well,
Jim hasn't really been hiding it either, you know. So.
No.
He was hesitant to kiss her at the GCPD, but just said, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know Barnes is really pretty much. It seems like he's catering to what Jim wants almost. And
that's why Jim's so enamored. It's everything he wants.
And that's why I think this is too good to be true. I think that Captain Barnes is in Theo's back pocket. I think this is all Theo's plan.
Could be. Because they want to get to Jim.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one that sent the maniacs into the police office to wipe everybody out. Wouldn't you think if he was gonna do that, he had to do it for more than just a scare tactic? He's gonna put the replacing captain in there. That's the only way he can control everything.
That makes perfect sense, which almost makes me think that's why it's not possible.
Well, it seems possibly true because, you know, obviously they're so head over heels into investigating the Penguin and his shenanigans trying to kill the candidates that, you know, maybe Barnes might know about this and is going to keep him very focused on the Penguin's nonsense. And
yeah, well, they immediately identified the Penguin from the candidate incidents, and who set Penguin up to kill the candidates? Theo. So this is all Theo's plan again, you know? It's just like everything's he's got his grubby little paws on everything.
Yep.
So
and I think, you know, obviously the whole risk there is with Gordon, you know, getting exposed with the murder that he committed on behalf of the Penguin. But I mean that's going to be a big conflict, but
right. And
maybe that's Theo's game, is he's going to use something that Jim did like that against him to like defame him and you know, ruin his life.
Yeah. And I mean that's what really sealed off this episode for me as being amazing, was because that whole thing with the Penguin. I was just like, I was thinking about it the whole time, but it wasn't like, oh, when is this going to come out and be like an actual threat? Like, when are they going to realize this on the show kind of deal? I was expecting it to come in a couple episodes, and then when Penguin just like, are you done? Like, because I have all this dirt on you and it's all hearsay from your part, like, you know, is it done? Like, just get out of here. I'm just like, well, damn. So I don't know. It really made that first episode pay off, because it seemed a little uncharacteristic for Jim at the time when he was doing it. Like, it did, but it didn't. Like, it was within the character's capabilities, but it was also uncharacteristic of season 1 Jim.
Yeah.
So, granted, this is season 2. Some time has passed. He's been worn down. Things have changed. He wanted his job back. He didn't ask Penguin to kill anyone. Like, that was not his intention, you know. He just wanted the commissioner to retire. He wanted to go back on the force. And he thought he was just collecting a debt for Penguin. Didn't know there was going to be any murder involved on any levels. And, you know.
He didn't know, but he should have expected it.
Yeah, I guess. So, it's just like, you know, Penguin's got Jim by the balls, and Theo's got Penguin by the balls, and Theo probably has Captain Barnes by the balls. Captain Barnes has Jim by the balls.
Pack of ball grabbers.
Basically, this is just the worst possible elephant walk in the world. So, yeah. I don't know exactly where they're gonna go. Like, the strike force that they set up, like, once again, it's handpicked by Barnes. You know, like, yeah, he had Jim there to help him, but Jim's gonna say anything that Barnes is gonna say. Like, Jim's gonna agree with anything at this point. So these very well could have been planted people that Barnes has in there too. Like, we don't know.
Did one of them already get shot, or a couple of them?
Yeah, they got one. The girl got shot in the chest by Zaz in the crossfire or whatever. But it was she had the bulletproof vest, and it was just in the vest, and they were all making jokes or whatever. Rookie mistake, but Bullock's like, you don't joke about something like that. The next one could be between your eyes.
Yep.
So.
I think Zaz wasn't actually there to kill either. I mean, just to toss around some bullets and make people scared.
I don't know. Zaz was there to kill that candidate.
Hobbs, yes,
Yeah.
he was there to kill Hobbs. But
yeah.
For everybody else, he was just... Penguin probably told him, like, take it easy on everybody else. Make sure you get your mark.
Yep.
Surprised they sent him in alone like that.
Yeah.
Like, in no stealth, just strolled in.
Not really. That's Zaz's style. Let's go out, guns blazing. He's going to get out of it.
Got shot this time.
He's been shot before.
Oh, yeah.
He got shot by MCU.
That's right.
Early on last season when they were still actually around.
Yeah, remember them?
Yeah, Major Kyne's unit. They're
now would have been a great time for them to come back.
Kinda. I'm expecting them, but I think with Barnes and the whole strike force and everything, it's probably a little too soon now for them. Before the strike force is assembled, it probably would have been a good time. Before Kevin Barnes came in, probably would have been a good time. So last episode maybe.
Yeah.
But they also weren't very well received on the show, so they may not come back at all.
Yeah.
But I just like how Theo kind of even has Bruce by the balls.
Well, he's trying.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got Silver in his back pocket, and she's already like, oh, hi, Bruce, and Bruce is just like, ooh.
And he's a young boy.
Yeah, his eyes are popping out of his head.
No chance. He's already caught with the fish hook.
Pretty cool.
That's only going to make Selena jealous.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
That's going to be a really awkward visit to the one-room mansion.
I
thought we saw a second room.
We saw the kitchen.
Yeah.
Butler's
we saw
kitchen.
the kitchen. And like a hallway.
Yeah.
She's like, so you like blondes, huh?
And then the secret room behind the fireplace. We saw that too.
It's technically the Batcave.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's still part of the house.
Yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah, I guess.
It's part of the Batcave.
Have they just left Lucius down there? Is he still like...
Probably.
He's here, fix... lock, fix it now. Fix the computer.
Cleo in chat says, was I the only one who thought that Silver was a tiny Barbara?
When they first showed her, I thought it was Barbara playing in the fountain. I'm like, oh, you crazy bitch. But then, Theo's like, oh no, that's Silver. She's so-and-so. And I'm like, had to really look. I'm like, oh, okay, she is different.
To be fair, she is that kind of crazy, so...
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's that kind of crazy. She does not seem anywhere near as crazy as Barbara.
Well,
Barbara.
Okay, so let me explain this really quick. This one of our this girl we watch stream. She does drawings on Twitch. Her name's Astro Bullet. If you have not had a chance to check her out, because you don't know her, but so you wouldn't have had a chance. But if you have a chance, go twitch.tv/astrobullet. She does nothing but draw. I mean, she plays some games and stuff on there too, but she mainly draws on the channel. And she watches Gotham, so we were sitting there talking to her in chat, and she just had a lot going on, and she misread Barbara as Burbla,
yeah.
So we've been talking about Barbara so much in her stream, and we've been calling her Burbla this whole time. So my brain instantly tried to call her Burbla just now, and I switched it and got Barbler. So. Barbler.
Yeah, I mean, Silver, I don't know. I mean, it's weird because I don't know how much she's going to know about, like, what Theo wants, Like, is she, how in on the plan she is. Because she could be, because in the comics,
I think she is.
from what I remember, like, she's pretty, like, innocent most
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah, I don't think she's in on the plan. I think she's just a pawn in it. And Theo's like, whether she really is family or not is a little irrelevant because it's still going to accomplish the same task.
Yeah.
So, but Theo's even, like, having that conversation with Bruce, aren't you surprised that the police station hasn't found out who murdered your parents yet?
I am surprised and disappointed.
So, Theo's really working hard on Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's just trying to get him to not trust anyone but himself, but Theo,
Right.
That's going to be tough with Lucius and Alfred right at his heels, so...
Especially when Alfred is willing to slap the shit out of 13-year-old girls.
I mean, I don't know, because it's weird, because, like, Alfred even stepped away from the whole conversation, so he has no idea what Theo's feeding Bruce, so...
Right.
I don't know, like, I might find out too late.
It's very true. Very true.
This was a very focused episode.
It was. And then at the same time, I was still looking for hints of Jerome anywhere I could. And
everyone is just hopeful that Jerome's not dead. I mean, we did see him in, like, the Gotham's Road So Far in the previews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also didn't see Leslie doing anything with him in the morgue, so there's still hope.
That's true.
There's still hope. All we know, he was in the morgue. That's all we know.
Yeah.
And that his throat was cut through and he was choking on blood and suffocated on his own blood. And
he looked really happy about it, though.
He did.
Always be smiling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Anyway, next week, the episode is either called Scarification or Scarification. I don't know which they were going with. I'm going to go with Scarification because it just seems to roll off the tongue a little better.
Yeah.
Galvin and Penguin join forces with a dangerous family in Gotham. Then, as the rivalry between the Waynes and the Galavans resurfaces, Gordon struggles to maintain order in the city. Very, very vague.
That.
Yes.
Huh.
So, I think in the previews saw a man in a bug costume wielding flamethrowers.
Mm-hmm.
So Firefly's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be good.
I'm really, really hoping that's Firefly.
I really hope it's Firefly, and I really hope he's just, like, part of the party. This would be freaking awesome.
I mean, and not only the flamethrower, it seems like he had the rocket launcher, too.
Yeah, so I really hope it's Firefly, and I really hope, it's good. It's going to be good.
What did you miss, Cleo? What whole thing?
She wants to know if she missed the whole podcast.
Oh.
I think she
did.
Yeah.
So, I think that about wraps it up. You guys have anything else before we sign off?
No. We covered everything. Pretty much.
I want Theo to be part of the Court of Owls. That's what I want.
They're coming.
We'll see them eventually.
Mm-hmm.
The court sentences you to death.
Yep. Do we still think Theo is Ra's al Ghul?
Still a possibility. I mean, if he's not, then he's definitely connected to him in some which way. So.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. We will see. Anyway, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Nikki, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Excellent. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter. And doing another podcast in an hour. So, do that.
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Do.
Thought I dragged that out enough that wasn't gonna happen.
No, that's why I sped it up.
Why does this say Phenom Dom?
Phenom-dum.
Phenomenum. You can also find us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Space, and right here on YouTube @ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week. Stop hitting your children.
Fire!
Don't hit my child.
Good.
Much.
What?
What?